Alright guys, so one of the fundamental pieces of equipment that you need to film prank videos is, of course, the camera. And what a lot of us use is the Sony NX cam. It's a really small, compact, and it's a high definition camera, so you're going to get great quality videos in a small box. So basically, what you want to look for in a decent prank camera is you need to have external audio inputs because you want to use wireless mics. It's going to do you no good to have onboard microphones if you're across the street trying to film your buddy pranking the police officers. You know what I mean? Now it's time to do the audio. Audio is probably one of the most important parts of your video. What you have to do is decide whether you're going to use a wired or a wireless setup. For most of your video choices, it's going to be a wireless setup. What we use is the Sennheiser EW100 series wireless body packs. Your wireless setup is going to come with a couple different cables to connect to your camera. The one we're using is the 3.5mm to XLR, and what you're going to do is basically connect that to your line in and then connect that to input 1 on your camera. And then you're going to just take and put the hot shoe adapter right there, bada boom bada bing, screw it on so it's nice and snug. What you'll find is your wire will be kind of strung about, so basically what you want to do is just find a clever way to wrap it around. What we do for this camera is we wrap it around here a couple times, close it up, stick it in. Oh yeah.
You always want to make sure you have clear, crisp audio. It's very, very possible for you to have clear audio in one part of the city, move to the next part of the city, you start hearing crackling and popping. So you're going to want to resync your mics to eliminate that crackling and popping, get on a new frequency so you have really clear audio.
A basic explanation of how this works exactly is on the receiver, you need to go into your menu, and for this particular model, you're just going to choose Easy Setup, and then you're going to go Scan New List. And what that'll do is it'll scan through all the available frequency bases and pick the best ones that have the clearest channels. I can't remember exactly how many channels it'll come up with, but it'll give you a few to choose from, and they'll be perfectly clear and static free. Alright, so in Bank 2 there's 11 free channels. Okay? So what we'll do is we'll just hit set again, and it'll pick the first clearest channel. Okay? Now what we want to do is hit on off, because that'll take us back, hit set again, and we want to synchronize the transmitter with the receiver. Okay, so hit sync, and then what we'll do is these body packs have an infrared receiver here and here as well. All you do is point them, face them to each other, and you'll see that check mark. That lets you know that they're synced. And what I always do is just double check. Look on your face. Oops, 1 second. Look on the face and make sure that both of these have the same frequency. So it's 524.250 on both of them. One of the most crucial elements of filming your prank video, and you have your wireless setup, everything's good to go. Don't even waste time. You need to check your audio. You have to always check your audio. What I would recommend is find yourself a cheap pair of headphones. It doesn't have to be expensive, and always keep them with you on film day. You'll learn the hard way. If you don't bring your headphones and you haven't monitored your audio, you get back home and you're checking your footage and it's and you'll pretty much want to shoot yourself in the face. Always monitor your audio, check it, double check it, and triple check it, and then quadruple check it, and then pentagonal check it, and then check it again. So check, and recheck. When you're filming hidden camera pranks, you gotta remain hidden, or else you're gonna bust the bit. So you need to do what we call camera hides. Alright, let's say you really don't have anything with you and you gotta try and conceal the camera. Just hold the camera like this to the side. You're just gonna hold it down like this, and it's very important to remember to keep as still as possible. If you're shaky, it's useless footage. So you gotta try and remain still. Another way is, say like you had the opportunity to sit on a park bench. Like if you had a loose piece of clothing. I would sit like this and throw, sorry my headphones there. Throw like a blanket over this, so you can't really tell.
Sometimes you need to take your prank indoors. One technique we use is the shoebox. Get like a dark colored shoebox, black if you can. Take your camera and you're gonna secure it to your box. So we're gonna use velcro that you can buy at the grocery store or whatever. And we're gonna stick the Velcro adhesive on the bottom. This will help prevent your camera from sliding around and all that stuff. Drop the camera in, put your lens snug to the top there, to the front. Now your camera's not gonna go back, it's stuck. Now you wanna get an X-Acto knife. Let's do it the right way. We have an X-Acto knife kit, where we have all these things. This is gonna be clean cuts, it's easy. Cut little fold out tab for your eyepiece, just to give it a little bit of a better fit. See how easy that is? It helps. And you also want to go ahead and cut out the lens hole. So again, these X-Acto knives are money. Boom, there's your lens. Another good tip, you could take a Sharpie and kind of just outline these little brown spots. Now what you're doing is you set yourself up, you can walk around, and you can film. Problem is you can't see what you're filming on the top, so you have to cut yourself out a little viewfinder. You want your cut, you don't want to be too small with your cut, because you want to be able to actually see when you're out in the field and you're nervous or you're moving around, you don't have time to be looking through a small hole. Just do it right, no one's going to really notice that you have a hole cut out the top. No one's really paying attention. If you're inside somewhere like a mall, it's normal for you to have a box anyways, no one's going to really, you may think you're standing out, but in reality you're not. You're just like everybody else. So now you got a nice decent hole for your viewfinder. And the cool thing about this camera is you get a remote control. So you want to be able to cut a little slot where you can stick your remote control in and actually manipulate the camera, recording, stopping, zooming. So your infrared spot's in the front where the camera is. So sometimes these shoe boxes is a perfect little hole right here. A lot of the shoe boxes have this little hole. Boom, boom. Now you have a hole right here. All you gotta do is aim your wireless control right here and it's gonna read to the infrared. It's gonna get your commands. So when you're walking, you can jam your remote control right here and get it in the hole, manipulate the camera, or you can have it right here. You can hold it, take a look inside. You can see where I'm aiming. The box is perfect. We've filmed so many videos with this box.
So we showed you how to hide the camera, but you might find that it's equally as important to hide your audio equipment too. All you gotta do is find any kind of styrofoam cup with a plastic lid. Super easy. All you do, drop your microphone inside, flip it to the edge, so it's facing outward, and put your lid on. Just like that. What you would do is just put this right by where you want to pick up the sound, set it and walk away. That easy.
Just remember to come back to get your equipment, because if you leave this here for too long, then someone may think it's trash and throw it away, or someone may notice there's a microphone in it and take it, and you lose your stuff. It's an expensive mistake. Don't do it. If you do it, you probably only do it once. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Thanks Chase Gilroy for coming out.
Hey, I'm glad I could help. Don't forget, check that audio.
You listen to the guy, he's the cameraman expert. We taught you how to use the camera, we taught you how to prank. Now go to Chase Gilroy, he's gonna teach you how to use Final Cut Pro.
That's right, Gilroy Vlogs. I'm gonna show you how to use Final Cut Pro X and all the ways that you need to use it.
So click the video link after this and go check out how to use Final Cut Pro. Till next time.
This tutorial is gonna show you we're going to give you an overview of what Final Cut Pro's interface looks like, where you can find everything, and how to move about the workspace efficiently.